Yavapai Humane Society is brought to you by Prescott Honda, PrescottHonda.com.
Hey there, I'm here in Chino Valley at the Yavapai Humane Society Equine Center. It is a beautiful day and there's an exciting event going on. There's an adoption event coming up this weekend. You don't want to miss it. Joining me to share about this event is Christine. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here.
This is an amazing facility. All these horses are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you very much. We're very proud of them.
Yeah, so tell me about the center.
So the Equine Center was founded about 2.5 years ago. It's steadily grown. We've built a hay barn. We've added more turnouts. We've added more staff, and each year we have more surrenders and more adoptions. So every year it just gets a little bit bigger and a little bit busier.
Yeah, so you have this, the BLM Horse and Burro adoption event coming up this weekend. What is that about?
So the Bureau of Land Management works with all the wild Mustangs. There's thousands upon thousands of them, and what they do is they do a roundup because they become so overpopulated. If they didn't do a roundup, the horses would starve.
Okay.
So they do an adoption event that goes through 5, 6, 7 states. We met with Randy Helm, who is down in Florence, and there's a very big BLM holding facility there. We watched his inmate training program that the new movie The Mustang is based on. And we started talking to them, and they said, well, we would really like to come up. We like what you're doing up there with equine, so would you mind if we came up and we did an adoption event with you? So they're going to be bringing anywhere from 35 to 40 horses and burros that'll be up for adoption in various stages of training.
Incredible, and I love this idea of taking inmates and giving them a horse that they actually train. What an amazing thing for their self-esteem.
It is. Florence is pioneering that program. Randy Helm is in charge of it, and they pick select inmates and they give them a horse to work with, and these are horses that are straight out of the field that have no socialization.
Literally wild horses.
Literally wild horses. So an inmate is paired with horses, and they work with these horses, and they come through a relatively short matter of time. They become rideable, gentle animals through the work with the inmates and the training. During the event on Saturday and Sunday, the inmates from Florence, along with Randy Helm, will be doing demos of what it is that they do down there in Florence.
Wow.
So we're pretty excited about that.
And you know, before you and I were talking about, before we did this segment, I was so curious to hear that, you know, oftentimes there's like racial discrimination in prisons where certain, you know, groups can't interact with other groups because of gangs and certain affiliations. Correct. But when the inmate gets with a horse, all of that absolutely goes away.
Right, so what it does is when they're taken out of the prison environment, and this is what was explained to us by the people that work with the inmates, is all the social barriers just fall away. It's just a man and a horse, and the men can be themselves, and all that racial tension goes away, and it's just people working with animals, and it's just been a fabulous program for both the horse and the men.
Yeah, so this is taking place the 20th and 21st primarily. We know it starts on the 19th.
Yes.
Tell people about the event, how they can find out more.
Sure, if you go to the BLM, just Google BLM adoptions and you'll see their website. It has a list of the dates and locations. Like I say, it's all over the country. There's a few in the state. They will have horses in varying stages of training and rideability. So a horse, if I'm quoting what they have told us, a horse right off of the range is $25, and right now BLM is doing an incentive program that if you adopt a wild horse, one of the wild ones right off of the range, and you work with it, after a year you get $1,000 as an incentive.
Absolutely incredible. Well, goodness, thank you so much for sharing this information. What
No.
a great event you're doing.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. And we also want to make sure to thank Prescott Honda. They are the ones that are making all of this possible. You can always find out more information at azdailybooks.com.